So if you haven't been living under a rock, the DC X Sonic comic book collab just dropped, and it is so peak. The story begins with one of the Justice League's biggest supervillains, Darkseid, arriving on Angel Island through a portal. And while Knuckles is defending Angel Island from Darkseid's minions called Parademons, Darkseid destroys the Master Emerald, almost taking Knuckles with it, after being told that it has the power to neutralize what he's looking for, which is the Chaos Emeralds. Meanwhile, Sonic is watching Parademons portal through into the city, until eventually he runs into the Flash, who mistakes Sonic as Crackle, who's basically a DC parody of Sonic. That's when Sonic says, "You got the wrong guy, but still, I like your hustle." And this is when it starts getting crazy. The Flash says, "You must be one of the locals, I'll handle the Parademons." And then Sonic says, "You can help out, if you can keep up." Then the Flash says, "Kid, I'm the Flash. I'm speed personified." Then Sonic zooms past him and says, "Then I'm speed perfected." Meanwhile, Silver's in town and he's taking out some of the Parademons and meets Green Lantern. Then on the ground inside the city, a mother and her newborn are being chased by a parademon, in which Shadow and Batman come out of nowhere and save her with the most ore farming ever. How is this motherfucker Batman keeping up with Shadow? On the other side of town, Amy and Tails meet Wonder Woman and Cyborg, who says his iconic line, "Booyah!" Booyah! Meanwhile, Knuckles, who's still alive, is in town and one-shots Darkseid's son. That's when Superman comes out of nowhere and finishes him off, with Knuckles saying, "I wasn't done with them, Superman." And it turns out Knuckles was saved by Superman moments before the Master Emerald was destroyed and Angel Island fell out the sky. Eventually, all the characters meet each other and are introduced, and Cyborg reveals that the Conqueror of Worlds named Darkseid is after the Chaos Emeralds, and with it he can conquer endless worlds across the multiverse. And when they're all talking about what they're going to do next, Shadow says, "I don't got time for this," and leaves, and Batman falls behind. And he says to Shadow, "Who was it?" And Shadow's like, "What?" "The one you couldn't protect. The one you watched die right in front of you. How would you?" "For me, it was my parents. I was too young, too weak to do anything. The pain, that anger never leaves you. I see it in you too." That's when Shadow says her name was Maria. She was gunned down by the military while trying to keep me safe. Me, the ultimate life form. And Batman basically says, "We're just alike, and you're a valuable asset into taking down Darkseid." That's when Shadow says, "I see. You better be worth the trouble." Right after this, each member from the Justice League and Sonic's team split up to go find the Chaos Emeralds. Tails with Cyborg, Knuckles with Superman, Amy with Wonder Woman, Shadow with Batman, and the Flash with Sonic, and Silver with Green Lantern.